Hi, so I am Constance from Mr. T Weddings, and I am just waiting for Tash from Matchimony to come online. So let's see, just trying to connect with Tash. Let's see if she's there. Hello, everyone that's tuning in. Sorry for the delayed start. We are having a little bit of a delay here. Buying time. Thank you, Mark. Thumbs up, much appreciated. Not too sure where Tash is. She tried to do it as well, didn't work. So maybe Instagram is having a little bit of a glitch today. Let me see. I'm just going to message her. Right, let's see what happens. Let's make it all work. Okay, don't you love technology when it doesn't really work? Never mind, got a new ring light today. Very excited. There she is. Okay, Tash, let's get you on board. Let's see if this works. Tash, have we got you?
There we go.
We've got you! Yay!
Nearly threw my phone there.
They just love technology.
Sorry, and I even forgot to pick up my coffee.
Oh no. I just glugged down a cup of tea before I started, to be honest.
Oh, I know. I'm literally like, you're looking gorgeous.
So are you. So for everyone who doesn't know, we went to school together and we were best of buddies when we were probably about 14.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we've had very different lives and now they've come back together.
ended up in the wedding industry, which is hence why my face is so knackered, I think. Sorry. Joined by my cat. Hello.
Oh,
Massively
nice.
helpful.
I've got a dog snoring next to me. I won't show you him. It's not pretty. He's old. Good morning, Georgina. Lovely that you could join us. Great. So let's crack on. So tell me, Matchimony, how exciting. You are doing so much exciting stuff at the moment, but I think what would be really great is if you tell everyone a little bit about Matchimony, what the concept is, you know, what you do, all about you.
So, for those that don't know us, we are Matchimony, so not matrimony, but Matchimony. The concept is you can choose a colour and theme it across your entire wedding party, from bridal through to bridesmaid, flower girl, men's and boys' items, dogs, everyone, even cat bow ties. Sparky to model it.
Have you sold any yet? Has anyone had a cat yet?
Yeah. A rabbit. We've done a rabbit wedding. I
know.
know.
My goodness.
That was when we realised we'd made it. The business was actually set up by myself and my best friend Vicky, and we set it up because we were just really frustrated that we couldn't find good quality, reasonably priced bridal wear and bridesmaid dresses in colours that we wanted, in styles that we wanted. So we started the business 5 years ago.
Brilliant.
The journey has been amazing. We've been online for 5 years, so we're www.matchimony.co.uk, and that covers absolutely everything. And then we opened our first boutique years ago down in Kent near Sevenoaks, and that has been amazing, from kind of hosting appointments and everyone actually being able to see the dresses up close. And the business has kind of evolved and we've grown exponentially. We're also listed in a few boutiques wide. And then the horrible COVID came and just made it all really tricky. But we have pivoted quite quickly as a business and gone into bride.
Word of the season.
So Vix and I worked really hard to launch bridal rental.
And brilliant. I love this. This is the best.
It's brilliant. Reason being that we're seeing so many brides who have had to postpone. We always say, postpone, don't cancel. Love
100%.
but it's really come down to more of a sustainable angle as well. Something we've
Mm.
always felt quite strongly about is we've really wanted for people to have that sustainable option. And so now you can hire either our range of bridal wear, or we've got a select range of other designers in house as well that you can
Oh,
hire.
that's amazing. I didn't realize that. That's
Yeah,
brilliant.
beyond just our range, because our range is quite select in the
Yeah,
sense evolution of our it's an evolution of our design history, if you see what I mean. So it's a lot of
yeah,
brits, and it's a lot of more streamlined cowl neck dresses. So we then supplemented that with a range that would appeal to a much broader audience as well.
yeah,
So what we've seen recently is a lot of brides are hiring dresses to have a smaller wedding this year,
yeah,
and a dress that they've already bought, uh,
yeah.
probably like stashed away in a wardrobe, waiting for the day it can come out. Probably
So
with,
sad. Not getting to live its best life yet.
I know. So, you know, don't shelve that dress. Keep that dress for when you can have your
100%.
person wedding.
Yeah,
But we've got you covered in terms of having that shorter term
yeah,
option. We've also launched a bit more of a kind of escalating package, if you see what I mean. If you
yeah.
come rent your hire, I shouldn't use the term rent. It sounds like rent a car. Hire
Higher.
dress.
Yeah.
You also then get a further discount off hiring your bridal party as
Oh,
well.
brilliant. So you can do the whole lot.
We are bursting at the seams with dresses in all colours, all styles. And so, say, for example, you came and hired your wedding dress for, say, £150. You could then further hire your bridesmaids dresses at £80, etc. And we hold a
Wow.
which is working really well when people are maybe only having one or two bridesmaids
Yeah, absolutely.
as well. Although our daughters will be very miffed because they seem to just be seeing that collection as their own.
I mean, all good little girls should see it like
Yeah,
that. Or boys, whoever wants to dress up in it.
best dress. So yeah, we've gone into that, and then
That's so clever. I love it.
thank you. We're really trying to think alongside you as to what really works to appeal to brides what they need now. And
Yeah,
I then contacted you saying, can we be part of Sweet 15? Because it's
yeah,
amazing.
exactly.
So tell
It's
me more about that as well, so that everybody else knows too.
Yeah, so Sweet 15, and I'm just going to quickly say, Ronke, who's another wedding planner, has just written, that's a bargain about your prices, and they're blinking well are. Not only is it ethical, but it's a bargain. I love that. Two of the best things that you guys can offer at the moment, which I love. So yeah, so Sweet 15. So I'm Mrs. T, wedding planner, and I traditionally would do kind of what I call relaxed luxury weddings. So I'm not going to do the big formal ballrooms. I'm more about having the most wonderful experience in somewhere that potentially is slightly more a venue that you can really make your own as a couple. And I'll really help you on that journey to get you there. And so as part of this, I've really seen, like everyone, weddings have taken, a bit of a hit the past 6 months or so. And, they've, from being not allowed to then being 30, and now we're at the 15. And through this, there's an ever evolving, what are we allowed? What aren't we allowed? What's happening? Can we do this? Can we not do that? And a lot of my couples are putting their lives on hold, and that's kind of my line is stop putting your life on hold. If you want to get married before, in the next 6 months when restrictions change beyond 15, let's get you married and let's make sure it's an absolutely incredible day. It doesn't have to be, a quick registry office and then go down to the local, whichever restaurant and sit with everyone else. We can make it bespoke. We can make it beautiful. We can make it incredible, but for a very intimate amount of people. And all of my suppliers that have done these intimate weddings over the past few months have said they have been some of the most special weddings they've ever done. And that's because you really focus back in on why you're getting married. It's not about being an enormous party. It's about that celebration of two people coming together.
Yeah.
And, and so for me, it was, well, let's make this really simple for people because it's going to have to happen quickly. If you're going to do it before restrictions change, we've got to do it kind of in the next 6 to 9 months, I'm guessing. Who knows? Well, none of us know, but it's going to be a quick turnaround. Yeah. Everyone is either working their little bottoms off or struggling because life isn't quite what they're used to. And to have the time to plan a wedding very quickly isn't really on many people's agenda at the moment. So I can come in, I can plan your wedding for £15,000, which for some of the venues would be their rental, their price just to have the venue alone.
Yeah.
And do the whole wedding. Now, this isn't about a really quick, cheap wedding. This is about having a beautiful, luxurious wedding, but at a much discounted price, and opening doors to potentially some suppliers that may not have been in your price bracket before. If you're looking at the 130 kind of, 120, 130 number of guests. And so it's really about getting people married that want to get married with somebody helping them along the way. I've got, I think, over 100 suppliers now who are on board, and that is everything. That 15K covers everything. It goes from venue to catering to makeup to rings to your dress, to the dog bow tie. It's got everything in there.
He's not, by the way, dogs aren't counted in your 15.
Exactly. Staff and dogs. I mean, have as many as you want. No, I'm joking, but
brilliant. It's such a good concept.
And it's really about getting a positive message out there. It is doom and gloom. We all know that. We don't need to be told that things are rubbish at the moment. We all know it. We see it in the news every minute. Just before now, I'm sure we all got the BBC come up on our phone telling us what had just happened in London. Everything is doom and gloom. Let's put some positivity out there.
Mute that shit. Mute it.
Yeah. Let's turn this negative upside down. Let's see, what can we do? Rather than saying what can't we do, what can we do? Right, we can have a wedding and we can have 15 people at it. Brilliant. Let's make that really special.
So of your 100 suppliers, you've literally got everything. You've got flowers, cake.
Yeah, I mean, literally, like the things that you would expect, like venue, cake, caterers, flowers, hair, makeup. But then we've also got favours in there. We've got photography and videography, which you'd expect. We've got tableware. We've got balloons. We've got stationery from invite through to the thank you notes. We've even got bespoke little hand sanitizer bottles with your own little wedding logo on. We've got transport. We've got dance lessons. We've got music, DJ, live, whichever you want. It is restricted on what you can do with the music. You can't be dancing on a dance floor, but you can have lovely music playing during your ceremony, and you can have lovely music playing during your wedding breakfast, as long as it's not too loud. And all of our suppliers know that.
A really good idea about that the other day from another supplier who was saying they'd almost created a kind of for each table at the wedding, they select their own playlist, and then that table were allowed to go up and dance, and it almost was becoming a bit of a dance off between the tables. Absolutely loved it. Was like, here's my top 5 songs. I'm having Vicky and I would probably go for a garage selection.
Oh, I'm with you. We were born in the 80s. We listened to the 90s.
Stories to have music, and we ended up having literally a night where Vicky and I sat and drank quite a lot of wine and just kept playing garage songs. This isn't acceptable use of a brand's Insta stories. But that's amazing. So it really covers everything.
Yeah, it really does. And and we're bringing in. So I've been quite strict about which suppliers are allowed to come on board, in that you have to be positive, you have to be innovative, you have to be all about, let's make this into something really special for those couples out there. If you want to come in with doom and gloom, it's not the place for you.
No.
And that's fine. Like, there's a place for you. That's 99% of what we're seeing is welcoming that voice, that that tone of voice. Whereas what we want here is positive vibes and thinking, thinking inventively. Like, I love that idea of the dance off. So that's brilliant. That's so much more fun than just kind of saying, oh, well, we haven't really thought of what we're going to do now, so should we all just drift off and go home and sit and watch, Blinking EastEnders or whatever. Like, let's make it fun. Let's keep people engaged and want to be there and want to enjoy each other's company for a bit longer. We've
really seen it from suppliers as well, that I've been just blown away. Obviously, we're so lucky, same as you, that we get to do loads of style shoots and really seeing the innovations that are coming out from people. Just absolutely brilliant. And I was talking to the lady who runs a TP company, and she was saying just how she's pivoted more into micro birthday parties and things like that. Hence why I've got a load of TPs in my house next week. Brilliant how people are really going, this is what we can do, and this is how we'll help brides and couples. how do people go about it? What do they do? Just contact you and you?
Yeah, so we've got if you go on my website, you just can, there's a blog on there, you get through to the, and I think there's a pop-up. I'm having a few tech problems, not gonna lie, but there's a landing page. You can go in, put in your details. I will phone you back within, or email you within kind of 24 hours, but as soon as I see it and I'm available, give you some time, we'll have a chat, we'll talk about what you're thinking, and then we start making it all happen. Now, I think it's really, really important that, you know, personally, and Tash, I don't think you'll think that I'll have changed much since you knew me at 14 years old. I don't like packages. I like bespoke. I like the nice things. I like it to be really nice. I have a very aesthetically pleasing desire of life. So I do not want anybody to think this is a package in the sense of you have to use this supplier, you have to go to this venue, you have to eat this food. It's not like that at all. It's totally bespoke wedding planning. We will go, right, these are the venues that are offering what you've got. And in that, I've got all sorts. I've got big grand places. I've got little, you know, kind of marquee venues, or quite big marquee venues, actually. But the marquee is proportionately smaller than it would normally be. I've got barns. I've got city locations. I've got country locations. There's a real mix. And so it's finding the right venue for you as a couple, and then going from there, right, what's your cater, in exactly the same way that you would with a normal wedding. Every element is bespoke to you as a couple. This is going to be exactly the same way. And if there is a supplier you're desperate to work with, we can approach them. Like, there's absolutely no reason for us to go up and say, hey, you know, let's make this happen. And pretty much every supplier out there wants to get involved because there's nothing to lose. It's a positive message.
Yeah, I think the positive message is something that's so important. I had a full day of appointments on the weekend, which was
brilliant.
It was heaven. It was just they're all early 2021 brides. 2 are rescheduled. It was just heaven to away from the kids for a day, obviously. But to have that real vibe from people, they were literally bubbling with excitement. We cracked open the prosecco because I was like, sod it, let's do this. Yeah. But they were going, we're getting married, we're doing it, whatever happens, we're doing it. Exactly. So let's get our dresses, let's get sorted. It's really interesting how we're running appointments as well. So we ask quite a lot of information from people before that we didn't used to have to do.
Yeah.
More of a steer of what colours they're interested in, for example, or then we can just 100% make sure that we've got those dresses in stock for them to see.
Yeah.
And that, because also we have to quarantine dresses and things like that. So we just make sure they're unquarantined, out of quarantine, so that they can really get a good session. We've also made our appointment times longer.
Okay, great.
Because we're just finding that people, they want the time. They want to sit and chat, and they want to talk about their weddings. Yeah. Talk about how they're feeling, and you know, getting some positive thoughts, and also hearing about stuff like this. It's very much an appointment, let's do this, but now it's let's actually just sit and have a chat and see how we can support you, if there's any insider information we can give. And we've been really busy with appointments. I'm not going to lie, when it changed from 30 to 15, that did wobble people quite a bit. I think it
did. Yeah, I saw it as well. You know, the responses of my couples as well as my inquiries, both sides, existing and new clients, it really changed.
But I think, again, if there's one thing that the human race is resilient.
Yeah.
Out from it again, and we're seeing that coming through in our appointments and asking for more of that. I think you've used a word when you talk about your offering that is people are wanting a more bespoke service.
Yeah.
And I think that the suppliers who are delivering that, who are adapting to what people want and giving people their time, giving people their, I won't kind of say affection, but like attention.
Absolutely.
They're really wanting that at the minute. And we've seen it from our kind of appointments, but also just people saying, I want to change a dress style. I want something a little bit more bespoke for me. And we've done it. We're able to do that with any of our dresses, actually. We're able to change them into maternity by adding kind of elastic in the other bit.
That's the getting on with life bit.
Yeah. Breastfeeding alterations where you got zips on both sides. So
Brilliant.
if you wedding, because I think a lot of people are going, well, hold on a minute, babies are feeding in the 15, so now you can come with your baby. So we've always been able to kind of adapt our styles, and on that, well, our lead times haven't changed because we do more of a bespoke service. We're still within 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Absolute maximum. Whereas a lot of brides dresses are bulk made in China. There's obviously the subsequent delays that have happened with that in terms of fabric issue and the shipping issue. So a lot of companies who make over there have had real issues. Whereas the fact that we do, like, each dress is ordered at a time means we do it completely differently. Really interesting, and I think that kind of thing works for people. So I think we're trying to make sure that people really understand that bespoke element, the same for the Sweet 15.
I think it, you know, and that was, I mean, I'll talk about my wedding because I used you guys, and for all of my bridesmaids, they were all in different colors. And so for me, you know, I wanted something where all my flower girls matched their mum's color by what they were wearing. And so you did the sashes, you know, all the girls wore the same little dresses, but then all their sashes matched their mum's dresses, and that was really cute, you know, and it made it really special, and also really helped with herding the children as to which one belonged to which one. But
I need some way of pinpointing them. They're normally that's probably really nice way of doing it. We love any option to kind of, mummy and me is one of my favorite things to do. My daughter has no choice but to wear tough luck, love. As soon as she can start saying I'm not doing it, I'm biding my time.
Get a new kid.
You can colour match, you can really mix it up as well. You know, some people might not want the concept where your bridesmaids are in turquoise, for example, and then the others are in matching ties. Some people don't, but we can really match, and we do a lot of mood boards, and go give us a follow on Pinterest. Absolute addiction.
That's good. I love that. Your dresses were made for Pinterest, basically.
Yeah, I know. we design them all ourselves as well, so
I love that.
Styles are things that we would wear, and kind of let us evolve and change. You know, sometimes when we launch one style, it's like, oh, actually, does this really? Sorry, the cat's scratching to get here.
The dog was just snoring. I hope you didn't hear it. I was like, oh.
Right. Sure. I don't. Please. So yeah, we're able to kind of change styles as well. So add in different bust cups. Our junior range of dresses, we remove the bust cups. We've made them slightly more junior in style, just a bit more like higher neck and stuff like that. So we're constantly evolving. And it's say to brides in our appointments, if they're like, oh, I don't think this style suits me, it's like, tell me why do you think, you know, let's, not because we want to push them into it, it's like, I want to hear your feedback, because you only make our dresses better.
Exactly. That's how you're going to evolve, by getting that feedback, right?
And it was some of that feedback is what actually caused us to launch the rental, because someone was like, I actually just want this dress, this one I've tried on, I want this exact one.
Yeah.
Well, we'll take that and go and, you know, make you one, but I just want this one. I was like, well, that is always an option, actually. So it was from that little seed of inspiration that a bride gave us. I'm just going to open the door to the cat, because she is howling. I'll be 1 second.
No worries. I've got questions for you, so I'll plan them for you.
Right, there we go.
Is she happy again now?
So sorry. It's literally I don't get left alone.
So I don't get left alone ever. So I have a couple of questions that have come through. One is, can you tell everyone what your Pinterest name is, please? Account
at Matchimony. So we've got our own business board on there. So Pinterest.com/Matchimony, Matchimony. Perfect.
And then the next question is, do you have a range of larger plus size wedding and bridesmaids dresses?
Yes. So we do we do two options. We do standard UK sizes 6 to 30.
Yeah.
However, if you want a different size, we can also do that as well. And that's where we start going into custom. So we take 7 measurements from across the body.
Mm-hmm.
Either do that, where you come, you book an appointment. We wear the full PPE and like take all your measurements.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And or you can, we actually have an online measurement guide, so people can do that themselves as well.
Woo. Didn't take the phone out though, did she?
Sorry. So yeah, we do have, and we do have a stock of dresses to try on as well in other sizes.
Brilliant.
So, and also colours. So if there is
Yeah.
a you have in mind, then we can make sure we get that in as well.
So how many colours do you do?
I think we're at 40.
What?
I think we're at 40. Yeah, there is
That's
a couple.
incredible.
We dip in and out of a couple, just in terms of seasonal. So
Yeah.
that auburn is a huge trend, just because
Right.
it's autumn.
Yeah.
Which is a very kind of quite a brighter green that people are really loving. I would say the most popular colours are sage and dusky pink.
Yeah.
But when we launched, it was pale pink. Everyone was pale pink,
Yeah.
and gone much more of this mixed party colours. Having sage or with navy looks amazing. So that's
That's so great. So that's in 5 years you've seen that change. That's really interesting.
Year on year. So yeah, first couple of years it was like a lot of these kind of pastel colours,
Mm-hmm.
pink, pale blue, and then it went, and then it's now gone to more dusky pink.
Yeah, brilliant. So would you say that's your most popular 2021 trend?
2021 trend, I would still say, is dusky pink. Yeah. But mixing it up. So we've done a bridal party which are more kind of dusky pink and silver, navy and dusky pink and sage. So taking, I think as well, there's this nervousness over going, I definitely want dusky pink because that means I'm having a spring summer wedding.
Yeah.
But, well, it may have to move, I may have to change it. Okay, how do I mix this up? So we did
so true.
inspo about how you take what you've already got, because a lot of people have already got their dresses, and winterfy it. Winterfy, is that a word?
Yeah. I mean, it is now. Totally.
Well, winterfy it. So taking a dusky pink and mixing it with Merlot.
Really nice.
Yeah. And we kind of we work a lot with florists and things like that. So we're always kind of saying, what trends are you seeing? And we're seeing, do you know what, they're not really ordering in the bigger blooms anymore. They're not. I remember when I was getting married and I was like, I must have peonies. And then I was like, get married in December. That's not going to happen, is it?
I know. I was adamant I was having peonies and then got a big slap on the wrist. And it was only June. I should have got them. I was cheated.
I married in December and I had literally a bouquet of herbs.
Herbs? Oh, smell delicious.
Of rosemary in it. I know you can't cook a roast now without thinking of your wedding day, but it was a really cost-effective way. And I think as well we're going to have to become more inward focused. Of not only have we got coronavirus, but also we've got Brexit. So
exactly. The world of flowers is an evolving world, I think, at the moment.
And it's been really interesting for florists who are saying, listen to us, listen to our expertise.
Yeah.
Say, these are the ones that you're going to have seasonally. These are the ones I can get for you. I can still make it beautiful for you.
Yeah.
So this kind of trends coming out, and that is being reflected. So it was a very long way of me getting to it. But the other trend that we're seeing is forest green.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Gorgeous. So really botanical. But thinking how it works with your venue. So someone was saying the other day, I really want forest green, but I'm having a garden wedding. And she was like, I'm just worried we're all going to blend into the trees.
Yeah, exactly.
So then we mix that in with dusky pink.
Yeah.
So really to kind of lighten it. So dusky pink again. But trends we're seeing.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I'm a big advocate for this, is British farm flowers, and that's something that something just mentioned quickly, but you know, it's really important that we do look inward and we do support, you know, our local businesses. And I think,
Yeah.
you know, that's something that, you know, I'm a big fan of you guys. You know, you're able to adapt and pivot very quickly to whatever the need is. And you know, this is a perfect example of where you have to be doing this,
Yeah.
but in every other day life, you're doing that the whole time anyway. That's just part of your nature, that's part of your business model, is that you are just really adapting to what trend is, what, you know, what people are wanting, what people are asking for. And you know, that's so impressive.
On that, just whilst we're on this kind of thing of pivoting and looking at what suppliers are doing,
Yeah.
I was a couple of months ago when we were planning Christmas, and when we were launching the bridal rental, sustainable is really important for us. So we started to think about what can we do that would leverage Christmas. People aren't buying bridesmaids dresses at Christmas; they just
Right.
don't. So we started making products out of our fabric offcuts,
Love
which
this.
this is really random, but has blown up. We started making fabric wreaths. So
Wow.
the hems of dresses, and we've turned them into fabric wreaths, and we're going to put some up on our stories because they're so pretty.
Yeah.
And reusable Christmas crackers, which are personalized, because we do, if we can put a name on it, we do it. We and so we started doing reusable Christmas crackers, and then last Thursday they got featured in Telegraph.
Yay.
It's literally like, oh. So and main reason being that we wanted to look at how we use stuff.
Yeah.
We've got, it's not going to landfill. So how do we create something? And we've also been talking to other suppliers in the industry. So for example, I shouldn't say this too loudly because my mum is in the house and this is, but she's here looking after the baby for me.
Good mum.
I wanted to do a monthly flower subscription for my mum for Christmas.
Yeah.
Was kind of looking at the big ones, Freddie Flowers, things like that.
Yeah.
And I went and spoke to a local florist and said, look, this is what I'm thinking. She said, I'm going to launch my own box flowers, my monthly subscription box flowers. So I've signed up for that in. So my mum doesn't go on Instagram, so that's fine.
She hasn't got a clue what we're doing.
And mobile bars. I spoke to a mobile bar we work with who are now doing cocktail subscriptions.
Yeah, I've got a couple of bar contacts that are doing that, and they're just brilliant.
But
so clever.
Christmas presents. So this whole local shopping UK and supporting other people in the wedding industry is really prevalent this Christmas.
Exactly.
So yeah, that was a bit of an aside, but it's really nice to see how people are evolving and thinking.
I love that. What you've done is just brilliant. And, you know, going back, you know, you're being sustainable again. You're looking at your waste and your offcuts and going, what can we do with these? Because it's ridiculous just to chuck them away. And then doing something that people really want in that, you know, it's bespoke, it's reusable, it's beautiful, you know, it's ticking all the boxes.
They're really, really pretty. You can get them in 4 different colours. They come with gorgeous ribbon. They're just a really nice thing. And we've launched my favourite thing. And I really want, if there's any men watching or anyone who is planning on proposing on Christmas Day, we have engagement marry me cracker.
Do it! Somebody quit. I'm looking out the window like somebody might be out there. Do it now.
You put the name on the outside, and then obviously you open the cracker in personalised inside as "Will you marry me?" It then becomes you can use to, I don't know, mop up your happy tears, or to just use as a hanky. So you can do that.
Goose pimples! I love that. That is the best.
Very excited about that. So we're trying to actually going to do it because we're quite happy. We want to give one away to someone, just as long as they video it. Because I want to see the
exactly. We all want to shed a tear over that one.
No,
that'd be amazing.
My husband asked to marry me. I just went, oh, okay, all right then, that sounds good. I don't watching. You're not on there, are you, Rod? No, good. Was crying inside.
Oh, that's so special. That's a brilliant idea.
For any other suppliers who have kind of tuned in today, maybe just ping over if you're doing anything Christmas wise. It'd be really good to see because we're really keen to be sharing what people are up to.
Yeah.
Drive those Christmas sales and
supporting each other. Yeah.
But also giving people really good value.
Yeah, exactly.
prescription I'm getting from the florist is going to be much better quality, more locally sourced, bigger and better, than probably going for a larger company, to be honest.
I think it's really important as well that people know the story behind, people want to know the heritage. You want to know the story behind everything. And when you buy something, you want to know what it is. You don't want to just walk in, have a transaction and walk out and that's the end, and then you own it and you don't really know anything about it. As soon as you've got a story to tell with something, it suddenly becomes a much more valued possession. And I think, you telling this kind of cute romantic story about the offcuts and the sustainability inside really makes those crackers into something beyond what they potentially could be to somebody's mind. So I think it's really lovely that. How do people buy these crackers, Tash?
They literally go onto our website and there is a gift tab. So matchimony.co.uk gift area there, and then they're listed on there along with all the other bits and bobs that we do. On that thing about knowing where stuff comes from, that is really, really, here's my little Vietnamese cat. Knowing where stuff comes from is super important. Like, I was a bit shocked really to see the ASOS figures yesterday where they've made so much profit, and Boohoo as well. And it's actually, people are not really thinking about, when you buy from those sites, how they're made. The Boohoo is actually under investigation for child labour, and they're in the UK warehouses and UK distribution and UK making, which just makes me feel really uncomfortable and a bit sick, to be honest.
A bit nauseous, absolutely,
and so we very much know how our stuff is made. Every single tailor who works for us was recruited whilst I lived overseas, whilst I lived there. So found everyone. My child basically grew up with them. He was born over there, and he just, so we know them. Like we did a FaceTime live when one of them got married recently. I know, I did cry quite a bit.
Should have given them a bloody cracker, summer cracker.
No. If we could have gone over, we would have. So it's those kind of things, really thinking about the story behind what people are doing, and the same for us as well. That's why we're really trying to, same as you, think about the story behind these couples.
Yeah, exactly. Storytelling's so important.
They're must-haves. They're absolute imperatives of their wedding day, and other things that become less important, to be honest.
100%. I know. And that, with the Sweet 15, that's one of the things that I'm finding, is that for some couples it's like super important which photographer they have, and a lot of that 15k budget will go into the photographer, whereas potentially they want to do their own makeup and hair, and so they don't want to put any budget towards them, and that's fine. Like, that's totally that person's prerogative. Like, you're able to really think about what's important to me. And for me at my wedding, it was all about food and wine. I was like, I love food and wine, I need it to be amazing, I need everyone to be talking about it. Whereas everyone was saying to me that, like, oh, nobody ever talks about the food at a wedding. I was like, unless it's good, then they never bloody stop talking about it.
I think my biggest regret is that I didn't have a videographer.
Yeah, me too. I'm exactly the same.
It's actually, when you speak to most people, it's the one thing they always say, damn it, I really wish I'd done it.
Yeah.
It's has become so prolific now. And when my children say, oh, what was you and Daddy's wedding like? They're like bored now. They're trying to swipe right on it.
Yeah.
Next. Whereas actually, if you had a video, I wish I'd done that. For us, very much the music was the most important thing.
Yeah.
And
did you have a band?
We had a band. My husband is the Welshest man possible, so we actually had a Welsh male choir who we bussed up from South Wales to Kent.
Wow, love that.
For us to have that. So yeah, we had a Welsh male choir in my local church, and that for us was just one of the things that was really important to him.
Yeah. And
mine was the fact that I wanted a DJ who could stay until 4 a.m. and play Gary is what I wanted.
And some people never change.
No. Oh, thank you. This has been awesome.
It has been so lovely to catch up. And I think, you know, everyone go check out Matchimony. What you guys do is just incredible. You really, really do so much amazing stuff, whether it be for weddings or your pivot for Christmas. I look forward to seeing the Easter bunnies.
I've actually just started making an Easter wreath.
There we go. It had to be. There's got to be yellow offcuts everywhere in your house at the moment.
It's like I'm having a disco with some fabric at the minute. It looks like a fiesta. It's brilliant.
I hope your fingers survive all the sewing. That's the main thing.
Yeah, it is. It's a bit hard at the minute.
Oh, well, you know, congratulations on being so innovative and clever about all of this.
We're so happy to be part of it. Thank you.
No, thank you. And so any couples out there who just want to get married, even if you've started planning a little bit, we can jump in and make this happen. Even I had a call yesterday with someone that thought they wanted Sweet 15, but actually are deciding to just do the full thing in a few years' time. And now we're going to start working on that. So you know, it's totally a flexible beast. I'm here to help you however you can. And, you know, I know a lot of suppliers are having to have really difficult conversations with couples at the moment. And if you're a supplier out there, point them in our direction. You know, we want to help, we want to turn things around, we want to make people's lives easier. You know, I'm very happy to have a quick call with anybody just to kind of help them put their mind at rest and figure out how to navigate this slightly uncertain time, well, slightly very uncertain time, and, you know, facilitate. We want to facilitate weddings, we want to make them happen. So whether it be now or in the future, we want to make it happen. So let's keep being positive, finding ways to do it, and staying on top of whatever announcement comes out next.
Careful, pivot. Sorry. Oh, thanks so much, Han.
Yeah, thank you, and thanks to everyone that tuned in. Take care. Bye.